Tarshish, Phoenician Trss, Hebrew Tarshish, Tarsis, Greek Tharsias, occurs in the Hebrew Bible with several uncertain meanings, most frequently as a place, probably a large city or region, far across the sea from Phoenicia, modern Lebanon, and the land of Israel. Tarshish was said to have exported vast quantities of important metals to Phoenicia and Israel. The same place name occurs in the Akkadian inscriptions of Assyrian king Esarhaddon, died 669 BC, and also on the Phoenician inscription of the Nora stone, around 800 BC in Sardinia. Its precise location was never commonly known and was eventually lost in antiquity. Legends grew up around it over time so that its identity has been the subject of scholarly research and commentary for more than 2,000 years. Its importance stems in part from the fact that Hebrew biblical passages tend to understand Tarshish as a source of King Solomon's great wealth in metals, especially silver, but also gold, tin, and iron, Ezekiel 27. The metals were reportedly obtained in partnership with King Hiram of Tyre in Phoenicia, Isaiah 23, and fleets of ships from Tarshish. Tarshish is also the name of a modern village in the Mount Lebanon district of Lebanon, and Tharsis is a modern village in southern Spain. According to the Jewish encyclopedia Da'at, the biblical phrase, ships of Tarshish, refers not to ships from a particular location, but to a class of ships, large vessels for long-distance trade. Hebrew Bible, Tarshish occurs 25 times in the Masoretic text of the Hebrew Bible. References to Tarshish as a location or nation include, in Genesis 10, 4 Tarshish appears among the sons of Noah, and the sons of Javan Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. This is restated very closely in 1 Chronicles 1:7. The next passage details that of these offspring have dispersed numerous peoples throughout the archipelago, each to its own language and with its particular lineage and culture. 1 Kings 10:22 notes that King Solomon had a fleet of ships of Tarshish at sea with the fleet of his ally King Hiram of Tyre. Once every 3 years, the fleet of ships of Tarshish used to come bringing gold, silver, ivory, apes, and peacocks. This is echoed with some notable changes in 2 Chronicles 9:21. 1 Kings 22:48 states that Jehoshaphat made ships of Tarshish to go to Ophir for gold, but they did not go, for the ships were wrecked at Ezion-Geber. This is repeated in 2 Chronicles 20:37, preceded by the information that the ships were actually built at Ezion-Geber, and emphasizing the prophecy of Eliezer son of Dodavahu of Mareshah against Jehoshaphat. Because you have joined with Ahaziah, the Lord will destroy what you have made. And the ships were wrecked and were not able to go to Tarshish. This may be referenced in Psalms 48:7. By the east wind you shattered the ships of Tarshish. From these verses, commentators conclude that ships of Tarshish was used to denote any large trading ships intended for long voyages, whatever their destination, and some Bible translations, including the NIV, go as far as to translate the phrase ships of Tarshish as trading ships. Psalm 72:10, often interpreted as messianic in Jewish and Christian tradition, has, "May the kings of Tarshish and of the coastlands render him tribute. May the kings of Sheba and Seba bring gifts." This verse is the source text of the liturgical antiphon Reges Tharsis in Christian cathedral music. In this psalm, the chain of scaled correlates,